and welcome back to TechStack channel. Today we'll try to learn one more new concept. So the concept is here how we can add the sheets here and how we can delete the sheets and how we can rename the sheets of this particular sheets and still we can learn something. Okay. So this is the code which we developed earlier. So if you want comment of this, just keep one space here. So now this came to the green color, which is nothing but as comments. So if you want whatever the data, you can update here. Okay. Let me put one comment adding sheet. How we can add the sheets here. So this or else we can directly sheets dot add. So if you use this command, okay, let me put together at side. Okay, it's not coming. Okay. As of now, it's having the two sheets. So when I try to run this code, you can see the third sheet has been updated. Okay, if you want change this particular sheet, so we need to give one more command active sheet dot name equals to new sheet. Okay, now this went downside. If you want put this backside, it will work. Or else you have one more thing is there. So go on, let's just right click on this set and keep this set next statement. So it will directly activate it here. So ACTIVE active sheet. Okay. So you can see the active sheet. So right now we know we can add one sheet. For example, if it is having here, then it got the change. Okay, this is a normal method how we can add the sheets. So now I will show you one more method how we can add the sheet and at the same time how we can change the sheet name. Okay, for that we need to use this workbook. Okay, here this workbook means this is my workbook which I am using now. That is the my workbook dot sheets. Okay, dot add. After that, we need to give one small command dot name is equals to Excel sheet. Okay, now let me go here and I will remove all the sheets which is not required. Delete. Okay, now I did this. So when I run this command, it will create the sheet and at the same time it change that name as well. So you can see this Excel sheet has been created and it automatically changed the names. So this is a way how we can do that, how we can add the sheet at the same time how we can change this particular sheet name. Okay. Now next step. So where it added this sheet, particular sheet, it added the left side. Okay. If I want to add my sheet after, I mean after sheet one or after sheet two something. So for that purpose, what we need to do now, this workbook dot sheets of dot add. After this, you can see this here before after count. So right now we need to use the after. Okay, just open bracket after. So and we need to give the sheet. What is my sheet? So here sheets as a sheet here. Sheets of I need to give this Excel sheet. Excel. Okay, I will give sheet one. I give the sheet one dot name. So you can give the name whatever you want. I will give the sheet. Okay, you can see how we can identify this box variable. So, for example, if it is like this small t, okay, then it's having some issues by visual. You can identify. Still, if it is getting error, you can identify that way as well. So, right now, this syntax is correct. Okay, let me keep this here, and you can see this. So, you can just observe here. So, the sheet got added after the sheet one. So, similar way, if you want add before, just copy the same syntax and give here after instead of before. Just change it after to before. Okay, before of I will give here my Excel sheet. If you want take, you can give before of sheet 2 also, it's fine. So let me put, okay, let it be before of sheet 1 only. And I will change before sheet. Okay, let me add this. You can see this, it added up before the sheet. So like this way you can add after the sheet or before the sheet, and count of that sheet also you can add. So just get the sheet counts. Okay, after that one also I will show you here. So let me go here and I have the data now. So just copy the same index and you can add it. And here add sheets of sheet 1, sheets dot add. We need to give here sheets dot count. Let me remove this. This is not required. So it just added. So sheet got added. Now we need to give after sheets she sheets of sheets dot count. So now what it will do now, it will add after the sheets of that count. So if you want give the name, you can give that name as well. So right now I will just show the how the sheet added. So it will add sheet 3 after the sheet 2. So okay, it have the sheet 7. So whatever it may be, it will take the dynamic name of that before I added one sheet. So that's why it's take. If I added here, then it will go to the 8. So you can see this here. So like this, we can add this. Okay, now we got to know how we can add the sheets after, before, after the count, everything is done. So next step, so deleting the sheets. If you want to put the for loop, so you can delete whatever the required the sheets. As of now, we are going with the one sheets. This workbook is having some mistake. This workbook dot sheets of. So which sheet you want to delete, you can give the name. So let me take here Excel sheet, code and dot delete. Okay, now let me run this statement. So you can see now we got some pop-ups. So every time while running this our code, we get multiple pop-ups. How we can handle these pop-ups? So let me stop this. And if you want to avoid those pop-ups, so we need to give some syntax here, like I will show you on the top. Application dot display alerts equals to false. Okay, and next application dot screen updates equals to false, and we have the one more application dot visible something is it, application dot visible, not this one, application dot one there, totally three are there, I just remember only two. Another one, application dot screen updates, enable events, enable events is equals to false. So these three will help. We can reduce unwanted of this displays. So now just run this. Okay, now directly going to here. So it won't get any intimation. It gives directly delete. So you can see now there is no sheet with the name of Excel sheets. Okay, if I run again this one, it will throw the error. What it will give the error, we'll see. So it's saying subscript out of range. So if you want to detail here, just come here, error dot description. So you can say subscript out of range. It's saying it's not even within the range. So it's having some issue. So when you come and check here, there is no sheet with the name of Excel sheets. So that's why you got this error. And once this is done, so we given something in on the top of send. So just copy and paste it downside and keep it all true. This is not mandatory keeping true downside. So if you are going with the good flow and some structure of this code, we can use this. Okay, now let me put it here. And this is thing. So now you got to know how we can add the sheet and how we can rename the particular activity sheet, and how we get to know add the sheets before, after the sheets, after the count, and finally you learn how delete the particular sheets. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.